Woman I got right behind me is a nightmare for Japanese people, and let's say for everyone who wants to go to Japan. Meet Kuchisake-onna. Okay, so what's about her? Well, she has a very interesting story and backstory, and the reason why everybody's scared of her is so interesting. Before we begin, you know what to do. Save this video, come back to it at night so it's more enjoyable like that. Okay, so what's about her? What's her name again? Kuchisake-onna, right? And her story go way back in reality. Back to samurai, you know? Old Japan. Samurai? What the hell she got modern clothes then? Let me explain. Oh, this is the old Japan, okay? This is what Kuchisake-onna used to look like on that time, okay? According to Japanese tale, she was described as a very beautiful woman. Okay? I said she was because in reality, what happened to her face? Well, this leads us to our story, so listen close. Well, like I said, we're going way back to old Japan. And Kuchisake-onna is married to a guy she's married to. He's not a random guy. As you can see, he's a samurai. If you were a samurai back then, that means one thing. You were so strong. They were basically living a good life back then. You know, your husband is samurai. No need to worry, you know. Of course, something happened. So her husband, yeah, the samurai, one day he left home to participate in a battle. Because remember, that's what samurai do, participate in battle. Or stuff like that. She got an idea, but let's say it was just not a brilliant one. She basically did something that should never been done. So according to the stories, her husband come back from the battle, you know, and heard rumors going on, you know, all the things she did. But when he goes back home, he's like, hey, Kuchisake, I heard some rumors going on. Are they true? And she's like, what you're talking about? The guy, the samurai, he was so angry, so he grabs it and goes like, are the rumors true? I'm asking you. He goes like, I still got no idea about what you're talking about. What rumors? I've been hiding the half of the picture for a reason, because with that, he basically from here to here, including here. There it is. You know why she looks like this. See, that's the end of her backstory, but not her story, because you guessed it, she will come back for revenge. She continued her life looking like this, you know, even though people were scared of her, but she lived normal till the day she passed from old age. There she is in modern Japan, and the fact that the masks help her a lot. Masks hide everything. This. For the second thing, you gotta know something. See, Japan is a very small country, okay, with a very big population. Everyone in Japan normally wears a mask. Like, it's an ordinary thing. To take the bus, for example, especially in the big cities, they so close to each other. So, they wear masks just for precaution. Which leads us to a second thing. You know, wearing a mask, you're basically looking like everybody in Japan. Basically, nobody will suspect her for wearing a mask. Hold on. Didn't you say that she passed long ago? Who the hell she's here now? Yeah, I agree with you, that's weird, but this can only have two explanations. First of all, you gotta know that Japan is a very spiritual country, you know? They believe in souls, spirits, good ones, evil ones, it's basically a part of their religion. So, some Japanese people believe that she never passed. Actually, it's only her body who passed. Her soul never did. Matter of fact, her soul became an evil one that wants revenge because of the trauma that she lived. That's why Kuchisake-san is so feared in Japan. They believe in this. But the second thing, which is very scary, okay? In the 90s, a car accident happened in Japan, but you guessed it, it was not a normal. Actually, the story behind the accident is that a woman was chasing some children, but she never paid attention to the lights and got by a car. Okay, but what does this have to do with her? Hold on, I'm getting there. Okay, back to the accident. You know the woman that got by a car? Well, she was wearing a mask. So the police came, you know, and they had to remove the mask to reveal her identity. And guess what they found? Exactly, the same exact fate. This is exactly why everybody's scared of her in Japan. So now that we got her story and why everybody's scared of her, did she exactly do to get her revenge? This is where the things get interesting. To understand what she does, we're gonna look at this boy right here, this little boy. He's Japanese and he's going to school. Actually, a story happened between this little and Kuchisake-onna. This little guy, he was walking to school. He got a problem. You see, he was late, okay? And he had to take shortcuts. She also got a problem. You see, she doesn't like public space. He took the shortcut, and the shortcut was a street that nobody was in. Okay? Kuchisake-onna appeared, and this is what happened between them. So he goes like, madam, can you please move? I'm trying to go to school, you know? I'm kind of late. Hold on, let me ask you one thing. I'm telling you that I'm kinda late, so can you— I said hold on. Okay, what's the matter? I'm gonna remove my mask and you gonna tell me if I'm beautiful or not, okay? Okay, I get— Damn! That would be my reaction, okay? Since he's just a little boy who's trying to go to school, he only had three choices. First option is, you're not trying to hurt her feelings, you know? So you go like, yeah, madam, you're so beautiful. That's your first mistake. If you say that, she actually gonna let you for the moment and come back right after you finish school and in front of your home. Okay, so the first option, absolutely not. Okay, what if the boy is like me? He absolutely have no feet. And he see her the second option, he goes like, damn, what the fuck? That look like a motherfucking lizard. This is the dumbest thing that you can do because she absolutely gonna at the moment. Oh no. The third option is the only way. I said the only way to survive, okay? Just in case you came across her while you visiting Japan, let's say, this is what you gotta do. You kinda made, by the way. I'll give you like 5 out of 10. Yeah, that's my rate. You guessed it, you're gonna have to be like in the middle. Not beautiful, but not ugly. If you think about it, it's the least obvious one because you gotta either the truth or hide the truth. You know what's really scary? You know the children that went missing in Japan? We just found no trace of them. Some families really is responsible for that. That's crazy. This was the story of Kuchisake-onna, the nightmare of Japan.